What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on The Flash Season 3, Episode 18, Abra Kadabra. This video will contain spoilers. So, Abra Kadabra is a major Flash villain. So, Abra Kadabra is from the 64th century. Just to put it into perspective, I think Reverse Flash is from the 25th century. Well, the Reverse Flash is from the future, but Abra Kadabra is way ahead of him in terms of the future. So he's going to be a lot more advanced and a lot smarter than Reverse Flash. So that's just to put it into perspective how clever he is. So the way the TV show explains how he's doing these magic tricks is his suit, his armor, suit, whatever you want to call it, is made out of nanotech, and that's the explanation of how he's doing all these tricks. So Abra Kadabra does a famous Houdini water tank trick, and he kills two guards in a water tank in Stag Industries, which we haven't seen in the Flash TV show for a very long time. I can't even remember the last time we've seen it. So that was quite an interesting part. So Barry meets Abra for the first time, and he says this: "I know everything about you. I'm from the future. I know all about you and Savitar." So that's quite interesting. And then Gypsy jumps in and tries to catch him. So Abra's come to Earth 1 to get some technology to help him get back to the 64th century. But how did he get stuck in this current time is beyond me. So he's looking for a device that Reverse Flash used essentially to build a time machine. Barry was the hero for once, and he wasn't selfish. So Abra Kadabra implied he knew who Savitar was, but Barry wasn't selfish for once. He was thinking of others. So Joe West, who is always the good happy-go-lucky cop, let him go, and he pissed off Gypsy majorly by doing that. And he said it was her fault, and she said it was his fault, but clearly it was Joe's fault. So later on in the episode, we found out that Abra Kadabra Alakazam killed Gypsy's partner, and she's been tracking him for 3 years. So she's pissed majorly. Abra Kadabra, I don't know if you missed this, confirmed what Jay Garrick said was true because he's from the future. He said that he was the first speedster, but he also confirmed that Barry defeats him after Iris died, which was a nice touch. Joe West tries to kill Abra Kadabra and goes hardcore on him. And then Caitlin gets hurt, and Julian Albert becomes a doctor, which is quite hardcore when you think about it, because Caitlin talks him through major surgery while she's having surgery, which is kind of really fake because she would need to be knocked out for a surgery of this kind of level, or at least that's my kind of interpretation of what would need to be happening. So Abra gets away when Joe lets him out, and Abra tries to build a time machine. He builds the time machine. It's like a spaceship time machine, kind of like had a Back to Future kind of vibe, time machine. That's the only kind of reference I made. So Team Flash and Gypsy went to get him, and we got the Cisco line where it says "You shall not pass," which is a Lord of the Rings reference, I believe. So Barry showed everyone that he is the fastest version of the Flash. He is the smartest, and from what I've seen, he was the fastest version that we've seen. He stopped him, he phased through the time machine's ship and took him down to the ground. Now, this is something I didn't realise until the end. Harrison Wells' HR was nowhere to be seen. I didn't even notice he wasn't in the episode until he popped up right at the end, where he kind of had some story that he had a fling with some girl or something like that. It was pretty funny because I didn't actually notice he wasn't there for the whole episode. So a lot of people will speculate that he is Savitar because he disappeared for a whole episode. I just think he wasn't in the episode as he wasn't really needed to. He didn't really need to be in this episode. So towards the end of the episode, Barry said that he's going to the future He's going to take a step out of Reverse Flash's leaf, out of Savitar's leaf. They're always one step ahead of him because they're from the future. So he's going to go to the future, which will be Tom Kavanagh's episode, which will be on April the 24th. I know, guys, it's 4 weeks away. So the best thing for me in this episode was Sabotage Identity is still intact. So the spoiler teaser at the end satisfied me. So Caitlin goes into a cardiac arrest, I believe it was, and she essentially was dead for like a minute or so. So Cisco and Julian, who didn't care for her, but now he does. Now he isn't pissed at her, were like in shock that she's dead. And Julian ripped the necklace off, which stopped her Killer Frost abilities. So I think this is really interesting ending. And then as soon as he does that, probably, I don't know, 10 seconds later or so, she goes Killer Frost on him. So this is awesome because in the comic books, Killer Frost is a major character. She was part of the kind of story arc with Justice League and Suicide Squad. She's currently in the Suicide Squad in the comic books, I believe, or Justice League, one of the two. So she could be a villain for the rest of the season and also be a villain for season 4, like my partner said. I really think it'd be awesome to have someone from within their team being the villain for season 4, kind of like what they could do on Arrow, where they could do kind of Black Siren coming back. She could be the villain on kind of season 6 of Arrow, sorry. But I can't see him going down this path. But I hope we get to see lots of Killer Frost within the next kind of 5 episodes. But you could tell she was going to go Killer Frost because her hair was changing colour. So the biggest what the fuck moment was when Barry goes to the future, we see his new suit, which to me looks like the New 52. Looks like they're taking inspiration from the New 52 version of the Flash suit, which was amazing. Obviously, if you follow Grant Gustin in real life on Instagram, he put on Instagram a video of the molding that he's had done for that suit. I presume it's for that suit. Maybe it's for a different suit. So does this mean we're going to have to wait till 2024 for him to actually wear the new suit, or is he actually going to get a new suit sooner than this within the Flash? So guys, let me know in the comments down below, what did you think about the episode? I thought it was freaking awesome. I'm not going to say too much about the next episode, as I'm going to do a trade breakdown. I'm going to go over like the New 52 suit and what I think's going on there, and also what I think's going on in the overall episode. Like always, guys, if you've got any bonus videos or anything you want me to do, as we're not going to have any Flash, Arrow or Supergirl for the next 4 weeks. Legends Tomorrow season finale is next week. So if you've got any bonus videos or any kind of videos you want me to make, just comment down below and I will take them into consideration. And also, do you think Killer Frost could be a viable candidate for the villain for season 4? And also, obviously, because Abra Kadabra was going to Earth 19 and Gypsy implied that he was going to die, do you think that Abra Kadabra is actually going to be killed? Because I think Flash are going to miss massively if they kill him off. Personally, I think Abra Kadabra should have been the villain for season 4, as you could clearly see that he was a massive handful for Team Flash. He really could be a handful if they did him properly. Anyway, guys, I'm Warstu. You've been awesome, and I'll catch you in another video. But first, if you want to support the channel, please like, subscribe, and comment if you want to, and if you're new, more importantly, if you want to. And I will catch you in another video later on, which will be the Once and Future Flash breakdown. Peace out, guys.